Concept. So let me just run through some the key features of the machine and explain why we think it's a great platform for electronic manufacturing, especially for high mix and low volume. So let's go through it. That's the machine. We have it in a compact version here on display, the one on the right. It can handle panels 710 to 924 millimeters. However, we can have this machine in a longboard option as well, so up to 1.5 meters panels. The throughput can range from 74,000 components per hour, and part sizes from 350 to 102. It's a versatile platform because it can be used as a chip shooter, running 40,000 components per hour using H24 head. The machine can be equipped with single beam or two beams. With two beams, of course, we going to close to 80,000 components per hour on a small footprint using this head. Very precise, very fast speed head. We support with this machine on display. We have the DX head mounted inside, and that supports 402 to 105 by 102 to 102 millimeters. The DX head is pretty versatile. We have a number of tools, as some of you might have seen it. Some of you have showed already this machine too. We have 12 nozzle operation, to 27 components per hour for your smaller parts, 4 nozzle operation for your medium-sized part, and we can equip with single nozzle or with a mechanical chuck. This can, with mechanical chuck, it can place in or interesting solder parts. So this is all in one head. So with a single gantry in one head, you are able to complete a lot, the full range of parts in place. You can configure our machines by just changing a head, so you can convert it from a high-speed chip shooter into universal machine by just removing a head that is about 2.5 to 3 kilos, small size, reattach another head, change a couple of nozzles, and you transform your production line. You completely change. This can vary from product to product. Today you can run a very heavily loaded part with a cycle time critical. Tomorrow or next shift or next changeover, you can reconfigure your machine to do completely different range of products. We're just replacing the heads on a machine. This is how the machine changes the tools. This is the DX head, so small parts placed. Machine is going to now change the tool to different tool, medium-sized parts. So then you're going to see that in a moment. This is the tool change. So this is all it takes for your machine now to place completely different set of parts of different size. And again, it takes again a couple of seconds, and then you're placing with a single nozzle the large parts up to 1 or 2 by 1 or 2 millimeter parts. It's quite clever design, all in one, enclosed, one job, one program. You optimize it. It sorts out all your placements and tool changes automatically. It can be as well equipped with a glue unit. On the side, you connect the glue unit, as you heard, in the feeder slots with a syringe, and then this DX head can not only pick up these 4 tools, but again, you can pick up the glue tool. So you can dispense at the same time. Some designs require some extra lots of glue. You don't have to buy designated glue machine. You can use just add-on to this machine, and you have not only full range of placement, but a glue dispensing as well. It checks the glue as well. It dispenses on the glue check unit. It dispenses lots of glue, checks, is it okay, is it enough volume, and that's one of the features as well that we have on the machine. For fast changeovers, you can use the cards that we have here. We have it here. You can have it in this format with rail holders or without rail holders, like we have now on display. So you can change over using either the cards and change over at the same, make changeover at the same time, or change feeders individually. Again, this is up to a customer. Tray unit, you can equip tray unit, machine with tray units, can hold 96 tray types and 50 tray types, part types. You can see here, you have machine front and back equipped with a tray tower, and you can top up with some feeders on the side of it as well. Again, critical point is changeover, how we deal with changeovers. So we have a couple of approaches. You can either, you can see at the top, you have one job, then changeover, second job, changeover, third job, a changeover, which is not good because you're losing a lot of time. By using our software, you can put all these 8 jobs into, let's say, one bucket, optimize it, and when you optimize it, it says, well, I'm going to put all these 6 jobs, and you load the machine with all the parts required for the first 6 jobs, and then the difference between job 7 and 8, because the significant difference is you only have to add parts that are specific to job 7 and 8 by just getting the difference between 2 of the groups. So we might remove a couple of feeders and put a couple of feeders more. That's one of the approaches. Okay. The other approach is group A, group B, side 1, side 2. So you can, on the machine, you can set half of the machine if your product allows. Okay? If it's not heavily loaded, if your BOM is not 250 lines, you can use half of the machine to build product A, and the other half, slots available, you can on the fly set up another product. While machine is manufacturing one product, you're setting up for another. Again, if this product A is finished, you can load the program, next program. The feeders are already in the machine. As soon as you start manufacturing, you can start taking off a product that was on the machine that's finished, and that's one of the solution for to reduce changeover losses. There is another approach. We can again with the trolleys. You can have a mixed approach with a trolley replacement and a kit A/B mode on second machine, first machine. You replace the trolleys. It depends on your load, on how complex your products are. So in many ways, we can help reduce time for changeover, which is critical. The boards range, we have a long board option. It supports up to 1.5 meters. What we have as well is continuous production, is like a reel-to-reel, especially for LED. And this way we not measure components per hour, we measure kilometers per year. So how many kilometers of LED strip you would like to manufacture this year? You give us a number, we're going to set up a machine for you. So that's the quite wide range of the PCBs. Again, in some cases you have a smaller machine and you want to make a big board, you want 2 machines and combine 2 machines together to make one product, one board. This often requires doubling up a part, because machine A and machine B need to have the same set of parts, because you're going to be populating the same board with you're doubling up. So your part trees are ×2. Your materials taken from stores is ×2. To reduce that, this is the shift production mode, which we only pick once, and we move the board, leaving the one machine. So we make manufacturing sections. So we move the product, and we can do it with one machine. Again, long board option, as I mentioned before, we can equip our machine with side conveyors to allow a large board manufacturing. Again, ramping up production smoothly. This section covers the NPI capability. So if you're an EMS manufacturer, then you sometimes the customer gives you a bag of bits and said, can you make this product for me? So I have loose bags, short pieces of tape, trays, and so on. We improved what we dealt with before. We would wait on the machine part data creation. So these are the NPI functions we have on the machine. With NPI function, we can run a vision test on the machine live and accept it. So this is how it works. You put the feeder in. We pick up the component. We acquire an image. We, on the screen, adjust the parameters of it. We save it to the job, we save it to the server. We are happy with part data. It simulates different lighting modes and different orientation of component pickup, and then it's ready. It's done. Next component and next component. You don't have to spend time browsing through the net, looking for data sheet, trying to figure out with calipers what's this size, what's this size. It's really very easy and convenient, so you can get your NPI through your line faster. We can also, on machine editing, we can use our vision system to determine the pickup position. We know our placement position. We can simulate. We land our shape on top of the place that we want to put it, so you know straight away if you're going to be placing it in the correct location or not. And vision process the part itself. And again, this is all saved to the job and to the server. 72%, first time pass. Machine algorithm they deals with the part, no problem. Some of it requires final adjusting, and some of it you have to spend some time and do manually create the shape data, because the part might be special or unique. So that's to ease up the NPI process. We have our indexing system. It's improved. It's more intuitive. The software is easy to use and easier for the operators. So there's an indexing software. Eliminating placing defects through multiple checks. We can. I think one of you asked me what happens if you load the wrong reel, and is there a possibility to check it? Yes, we have LCR checks. So you can set it up. The machine can be equipped with LCR check and complementarity check. This is available on our platform. This is again on the machine, LCR check at the front, complementarity check at the back. So you're limiting the risk. It checks the component when you load fresh reel. If you specify LCR check, it checks that the value is correct. If it's correct, you can proceed and manufacture. So, in a nutshell, that's the machine that we have here. Thank you very much for your attention.